Oh, all right. We got a written question from Dirtbike Dave. So here's a good one that happened to me last year. While going over a blind landing, a rider had fallen in my line. I landed on his bike and my body tensed up and it was a hard hit. Any advice on what to do, maybe come away unscathed? Luckily, we were both okay. Just a little bike damage. Oh man, Dirtbike Dave, if I haven't had that happen to me time and time and time again, and maybe you guys can relate. You come up over a jump, what's on the other side? Who knows? Could be a cow, could be a trailer pulling some landscaping equipment. These are all things that I've done. Could be a three-wheeler for some reason. Could be a quad. Could be a person laying on the track that just fell. Could be a pedestrian, a person walking across or running across the track to get to another person that had just fallen. It could be somebody just riding across the track that was trying to get back to their pits. You name it. It could be a dog. It could be, I've been in the air and had that thing on the other side when in the air. So it's not a good feeling. The worst thing you could do is tense up, lock your entire body is one thing, because not only is it going to make the impact harder when you do hit the ground, if you do hit the ground, but it's going to make it a much higher likelihood that you do end up on the ground. Hey guys, before we get back to this video, Moto Academy is going on a world tour in 2024, and we're going to be hitting over 120 locations. We're going to be absolutely everywhere. Myself and head coach Mitchell Prescott are dividing and conquering. Go to the motoacademy.com and sign up for a class today. I urge you guys to keep checking the website because we're adding new dates and releasing new locations every 3 days. So every 3 days, new stuff is going up on the site. And like I said, we're going to be absolutely everywhere. So if you want to train with us in person and get the best moto training humanly possible, go to the motoacademy.com, sign up today. Back to the video. I think the reason why Jet does such a good job of saving things is because you don't ever see Jet go into that crazy tight position, right? I mean, look at all of, even from this year. Look at the last few races, Jet winning, leading the race where he did that triple on where his foot slipped off, cased the crap out of it, but he still remains in what looks like a good, confident, strong position with his hips in the right spot. And so therefore he has the strength, he has the mobility and the flexibility to be able to save it. I think that's the biggest thing. If you're gonna land on somebody's bike, get in the best attack position possible. Get your feet in the right spot, get them tight, get your hips in the right spot. So that way, when your bike deflects, whichever way it's going to, you can't really predict sometimes. You have the best chance of just letting that thing do what it needs to underneath you. This is something I've gotten better at. I used to, in Supercross, a lot of times you get cross-rutted and jump off and like clip or land on a tough block, right? I used to jump, and then when I would go to land on the tough block, it would be like I would either basically crash before I even got to it because I'd give up on it that bad, or I'd just lock so tight because I'd be such a nervous wreck that I would end up crashing anyway. The last few times that I've landed on tough blocks, I've been able to either ride out of it or just kind of like stuff myself in and then be able to roll my bike out and be on my way, because I knew enough to not panic in the air and to stay in the correct position. Hopefully that makes sense, because that's great advice. And it's just hard to do. It's hard to do when you come up over a jump and there's something that you don't want to see on that other side sitting there. Your first instinct is to do all the wrong things. If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, make sure you go download them on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to watch full episodes or be a person that sends in your own video submission, go to club.themotoacademy.com and subscribe to join the Moto Academy family today.